Hey you guys, and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time, welcome. So today I'm going to show you how to create this amazing cover for a journal or activity sheets or some type of a party favor that you want to use for your kiddo. And I created this over in Canva. Not all of the elements are free, but you can use free elements to create something just as great. And so if you are interested in seeing how I created this amazing cover over in Canva, then just keep on watching. Hopefully this all works out, you guys. I've been recording this video all day. I know that's not your problem, but hopefully it works out this time. Now, some of the elements I did purchase from Etsy, and then some I did get from off of the web, and so I don't own the rights to any of the elements that I'm using in this design today, so just keep that in mind if you guys decide to follow along. So let's get started. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna open up Canva. All right, so there's two different places that you can create a new document in Canva. So once you open up, you can go right here where it says create a design, or you can go right here where it says custom size. And since we know the size of our cover, which is 5.5 by 8.5, we're just gonna go right here to press custom size, sorry. And then you're gonna switch your units from pixels to inches. And then the width of the document is 5.5, so you can just type that in. And then usually some type of a template or a pre-made template will pop up in Canva. It tries to kind of figure out what it is that you're trying to design. So instead of entering in the height, you can just simply go here and select booklet, because it gave us the dimensions that we want. All right, so we have our blank canvas. The first thing we're going to do is I'm going to go over here to my uploads, and I took a screenshot of the color palette that I used to create the journal cover and all of the colors that I use. And so I will leave this down below for you guys if you want to use the color palette. All right, so we're just going to bring this off to the side because we're going to be picking colors from it, and so I just want to make sure that it's available. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to select the background. All right, so for the background, we're going to tap into background color and then go over here to where it says add a new color. We're going to grab our color picker and we're just going to select this pink right here, if I'm not mistaken, and that is the color of the background for our cover. Next thing we're going to do is, if you have all of the elements that you're going to use already uploaded into Canva, then you should be good to go. But if not, then you're going to do that right now. Like I told you guys before, I purchased my clip art from Etsy, and I also got some images from the web. First things first, let's add our main character besides the birthday girl, and we're gonna put them off to the side and just leave them there. And then we're gonna go back up here to elements, and what I did was I typed in aloha, typed in palm tree, I typed in Hawaii, all of those type of tropical themed words, and it generated a lot of clip art that I can use. So we're just gonna tap here where it says aloha. So say you typed in aloha, and then you're gonna go right here where it's the graphics, where it says graphics. You're gonna tap in see all, and then all of the graphics that are available for you to use are here. Now, if you only want to use graphics that are free to use, you can always go up here and filter out the pro and the free elements. If you have decided that you wanted to sell your designs for commercial use, you just want to make sure that you're free to do so. So the best way to kind of make sure is to try to always use free elements, and you can do that easily over here by just filtering out the pro and the free elements over in this section here. So then we're going to exit out of that, and then since I already have some of the elements that I used before, I'm just going to go here in my recent use. It says recently used, and so all of the elements that I used before are already here for us. And so I'm gonna scroll down here, and let's see. So first thing first, let's build this bottom part here. And you know what, let me switch this up. Let me add our inspiration so we are not lost as to what we're doing here. All right, so okay, so that we'll have something to continue to refer back to. Awesome. All right, bet. All right, so here we go. First things first is we want to build out this lower half here. So the first thing we're going to do is go back over here to our elements, and we're going to use these little ones right here. So we mainly use this one right here to build this out, and so that's what we're going to do. And we may have to move them, but for now we're just going to build them out where they are. All right, we're going to do that. Then we're going to duplicate that one and put it on the other side. Okay, and then we're going to take this little guy here and bring it all the way down to the bottom. And what we're going to use this for is just to cover up the bottom portion of Lilo and Stitch, and then just kind of make that part look a little full and more tropical. You can do that. This, you can also flip them around so that the same pattern isn't in the same spot. You can also zoom in to make sure that everything is covered like you want it to be. So that I'm just going to bring that down and do the same thing, just try to cover most of the lower half of them. All right, it's looking good. I'm going to bring them down just a little bit more and then maybe off to a side right there a little bit. Okay. All right, I don't know what's going on with that. Was giving off a glare and it was actually hurting my eyes more than not, so I had to take them off. All right, so glasses off, let's keep going. So the next thing that we're going to do is we are going to add the palm tree and then the little confetti things we have in the background. And so if you want to get that, normally what I do is if I'm creating something for a birthday, I'll type in like birthday confetti, glitter, overlay, something like that. So you could just type in birthday and then you can type in confetti and then what's confetti and then birthday confetti. Go right here where it says graphics and all of these things will pop up. All right, so we're gonna go back out so that we can use the one that we already used. So back in my recently used, we are going to tap on this one right here and we are going to extend this all the way out, right, just like that, making sure it's covering as much of the background as we would like for it to. And then we're going to select the 3 dots, meaning for more, show layer, and then show layers. And then you can either drag this all the way to the back or you can just go here, layer, and then send to the back. And so now we're going to change the color. So we're going to go over here to here and we're going to change this one, I believe, to white. And then, oh no, I'm sorry guys, back it up. We're going to change this one to white. This middle one, I believe, was this blue color here. And then we're going to give this one maybe that dark pink. All right, cool. That looks good. So I'm going to just move it around a little bit. And then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to duplicate that. And then we're just going to move it to where we can kind of fill in those empty spaces. Right, and then if you need to, you can kind of flip it so that the patterns aren't the same. And then we're gonna go down to the 3 layers, go to layer, show layers. I'm gonna see where this kind of pops up, and we want it to be right on top, right underneath. All right, that looks good. Up, everything's above it, underneath. All right, looks good. Now we get to change those colors as well. So we're going to change this one to a pink, and let's grab this yellow here, and let's see, what other color should we grab? Okay, let's go with something else lighter, like this, lighter, like yellow. Yeah, let's do something like that. All right, we're moving them around. That looks good. All right, so we're building this thing out. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to delete that, and then we're going to go over here to elements, and we're going to type in birthday or happy birthday. You can just type in happy birthday. Okay, well, you see it already there. And then we're gonna go to see all, and then all of these graphics popped up, but we're gonna use this graphic right here because we get to change the color, and we can really make this our own by manipulating the colors here. So we're just gonna bring this out. You can position it whichever way you want to, and we are going to change these first two colors to white. You'll see in a minute. We're going to change this white color to blue, and then where it says happy, you can leave it yellow if you would like to, but we're going to change it to the pink that we've been using. So what I'm going to do is go back up here and upload my color palette again because I don't remember the color pink that we use. And then I'm going to just select that, go over here to the color picker, and if I'm not mistaken, I think that's the pink that we use. All right, that looks good. Looks good. We're working. All right, we're cooking with gas here. The next thing we need to do is to add this palm tree that's right here behind her. So as you can see, we don't have it yet. So we're gonna go back up here to elements, and we're gonna get out of that. We're gonna go back up to recently used. And as you can see, we have our palm tree here, but if you needed to get to it, all you had to do was just type in palm tree over in the elements and then search through the selections and pick something that you like. So we're just gonna grab this one right here, and we're going to resize it a little bit. And we're also going to put it right here, kind of like above her a little bit off to the side. And I think we're just gonna go layers, send to back, just like that. And I think I'm gonna move that over a little bit. And yeah, so we're gonna leave it behind her just like that. Bring this over, and then we are going to go and grab, we had one little element that we use, and it doesn't make a big of a difference, but if you want to use it, you can. Was it this one? Yeah, so just a little sprinkle of something right here in the middle to kind of highlight just this birthday part a little bit. All right, so now we just need to go here and we're gonna add our kiddo. So you're gonna go over to your uploads, and then we're just going to, where is she? Grab our little kiddo. All right, so with using Canva, there's two ways that you can remove the background. So for the first way, you can just simply go up here to where it says BG, and that is remove background. So you can select that. And then as you can see, completely removes the background and it looks good. And we can go right here to where it says edit. And then right here in the Magic Studio, we're going to select Magic Grab. And as you can see, what Magic Grab does is it highlights all of the elements that it's able to extract from the image. And as you know, we want to extract Tegan from the image, but we want to make sure that everything is selected. And if you need to zoom out to make sure that you've captured everything, you can definitely do that. I don't know why it always seems to cut off like this little tip of her finger, but anyway, we grab that. So we're just gonna let that do its thing. All right, bet. So we're just going to delete that. And as you can see, we have our little kiddo here, and she looks so nice. Okay, so we want to, if you can, go over to edit with the kiddo selected, press edit, and then we're gonna go to adjust, and we are gonna go down here to sharpen her up a little bit, and then a little bit more like clarity to where it's not too blurry. And then let's see, her temperature is good. I want to brighten her up a little bit, just a tad bit. All right, looks good. And so then what we're gonna do is we're just going to go to layer, go to show layers, and we're going to sandwich her between there, and then we're gonna bring her down, bring them over a little bit, bring her over so it looks like she's taking a picture with them. Yes, and this looks good. I'm gonna bring this up just a tad bit, swirl it over that way, because we have to remember that we're going to add her name. We can actually bring her here and in a little bit. All right, so as you can see, there's some holes here that I do not like. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna adjust this and bring it, make it a little bigger. Go in, let's zoom in a little bit more. All right, we can fill in those holes. Hold up, make sure that we're grabbing her. Yeah. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to add a text. So we're gonna go over here to text and add a text box. We're gonna type in Tegan and then undo that. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to move that. Then we're going to enlarge the text, kind of sit it over here. We're gonna go and change the font, and then let's add some effects to this. All right, and for this we're going to need our color palette again. So we're just gonna go here and upload that. Then we're gonna select the text, go to effects, and we're going to go down here to outline, and then we're gonna select the outline color, which is going to be that dark pink, and then we're gonna go here and select the font color, which will be the inside of the outline. We're gonna keep it that way, but I think this is the pink for the inside. All right, looks good. And if you wanted to, let's go ahead and delete the color palette. If you wanted to, you can make this bigger and then kind of sit it like that and make her a little bigger, and just like that. And I believe we're missing, okay, so now we're missing two things. So the next thing we're gonna do is go back over here to our elements, and we're just going to grab this little one right here. We're going to rotate this. Her mom loves to call her flower child, and like she's such a prissy girl, and so I decided to just add this little element to her head so it kind of looks like she had on a headband. And then we're gonna take that same element, and then we're just going to make it a little bigger, and then we're just going to sit it off at the top of hello and give that a more of a tropical vibe. And now we are done. So there you have it, guys. I hope you guys really enjoyed this tutorial as much as I enjoyed making it with you guys and for you guys. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, or anything like that, please leave them down below in the comment section. I am going to work on the video where I show you guys how I made the custom journals. As a matter of fact, let me show you how we turned this let's see how we did turn these designs into a whole journal for her and her friends. And so I'm gonna get that you guys get this tutorial to you guys very soon. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.